all I can do in talking about Blake and how much joy he's brought to our family and really anyone that he's come in contact with is a little story that I've told 1,000 times that Lucille had hated for me to tell. But it had to do when Larry Tidwell left here in the early 80s and went off, came back 6 months later, and we had a little party around Christmas for former coaches and Booster Club members, and Blake was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, 4 or 5 years old, and I saw Larry Tidwell over in the corner talking to him, and I knew it was up to no good. Blake was just listening intently. I was speaking to some adults in the other part of the room, and Blake came over and tugged on my sleeve and said, "Dad, Dad." And I said, "Leave me alone, I'm talking." "Oh, Dad, Dad." And I said, "What do you want?" He said, "Why do I look so much like Larry Tidwell?" And I said, "Get out of here, get out of here." And I thought that'd be the end of it, but about 2 or 3 years later, Blake really didn't excel in mathematics, and he brought his report card home, and he had a C or maybe even worse in math. And I looked at it, and I pulled a good dad routine. I threw it in the floor and stomped on it and started yelling and screaming and saying, "I don't understand. I just don't understand." I said, "I teach math. I'm a math teacher. Your mother is good in math." And before I could even finish that sentence, he said, "I wonder how Larry Tidwell is in math." Then I gave up. That was it. I had nothing to do with Blake for the next, really, 35 years of his life. But I do remember when I took him to the state track meet when he was either in high school or college, and we'd go among the tables at the beer garden. Apparently, Larry Tidwell had told that story many, many times because we'd come up to some old friends and they'd say, "Now, is this the one that belongs to Larry Tidwell?" So Blake had a lot of laughs, shared a lot of laughs. We love you. Happy 40th birthday.
Say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blake. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Blake, just wanted to wish you a happy 40th birthday. Had no idea we were that close in age, but I guess we are. But I want to let you know that you look like you're still in your 30s, upper 30s, but still in your 30s. So congratulations on that. And I was just now picking out a birthday present for you. Hope to be able to get it in time for your birthday celebration. So happy birthday, many more. Best of luck.
Happy birthday, Blake. I wanted to share one of the memories I have of you, and that is when we were quite young and we were driving back from Whitesboro, and there was kind of a sharp turn ahead, and you were beyond anxious that we were taking that turn a little bit too fast. And I just, thinking back to that story and how young all of us were, it just makes me laugh. But now I also think about the fact that that worry is also one of your best qualities. I just love it. You are so, so kind, and you have such a gentle soul, and we are blessed to all be family. And I am so excited that you are now officially going to be my age. So happy birthday. Welcome to the club. And I hope you have just a wonderful, wonderful year ahead. Love you.
Blake, happy birthday. From not just me, but also your good friend, Jim Carlisle. I really miss your super awesome displays of strength when you snap clipboards in half and then bleed on the court. I'm not so crazy about the blood that gets spilled, but it is awesome to watch you go off like the Hulk. Anyway, buddy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Blake. Can't believe you're 40. I love that my memory is good enough that I remember the day that you were born. And now here you are, 40 years later with a wonderful family and children, and I can remember all of it. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Blake. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, Blake, happy 40th birthday. So I was trying to think about a memory, but I thought that I would talk more about you and kind of your characteristics. And birth order. I talk a lot about birth order with my kids, and I used to tease you for being the middle child, and the middle child always gets teased, but I found a definition for traits of a middle child, and some of the things that came up were agreeableness and loyalty, and it's also common for middle children to be sociable and then very faithful in their relationships and good at relating to both younger and older people. And I think that's the blessing part of being a middle child, is that you make lasting relationships, and you're really, really good at that. And I see that in my own kids as well. So just wanted to say happy birthday. Love you, brother.
So we're putting together something for Uncle Blake. He's about to be 40. What do you think about the age 40?
It's a big number.
All right. When you hear the word Uncle Blake, what kind of things do you think of?
Big and tough.
Big and tough?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Like he's strongest one in the family, probably.
Okay. Got any wishes for Uncle Blake for his birthday?
I hope he has the best birthday of his life.
Happy birthday, Blake.
Birthday, Blake. I'm very excited for you. The big 4-0. Wow, Blake. I had no idea you were 40 years old. I thought you were more like 38, maybe 39. But 40? I just turned 34, so I got you beat by quite a few years. So happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. Good luck on the next 10.
Birthday, Blake. Big 4-0. And hope you have 40 more in your life.
It's about to be your uncle's 40th birthday. Can you use a word to describe Uncle Blake?
He's very cautious.
And do you have any message you want to give him for his birthday?
Happy birthday, Blake. Love you.
Hi, Blake Reedy. Happy 40th. Maybe this will be the year that I actually come out from a side hall and tackle you.
Happy 40th birthday, Blake. Love, your friendly Mexican Fun Square.
Hey Blake, wanted to tell you happy birthday. I had to come out to my truck because the fine young men and women of Heritage High School that we both work with every day just kept interrupting me in my office. I feel partly responsible for you making it to 40 because of the time I threw your pack of cigarettes out the window on the way to Austin and told you that stuff would kill you. And I know that really had a big impact on you and made you start a new path in life. So I'm glad you made it to 40. Here's to many more. Happy birthday. We love you.
Happy 40th birthday, Blake. Some things I would say to describe you is that you're a very cautious person, but you're also pretty friendly unless you get on your bad side, and then you get a little rough. It's been fun competing against your team in basketball. Heritage, they're pretty tough to beat, but we got a good chance next year. Just want to say happy birthday.
Hi, Violet.
Hi.
Who is Blake Reedy?
My dad.
Okay, and what do you love about your dad?
My dad is really sweet to me.
He's sweet to you? How so? What does he do that's sweet?
He lets his mom and dad babysit me and go to his mom's house.
You like to go to Juju's house?
Yeah.
Okay, what else does he do?
He gives, tomorrow we're going to the store and giving me Sprite.
He gets you Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything that you want to tell your dad for his 40th birthday?
Happy birthday, Daddy!
Okay.
Hey, Balake. Happy birthday, man. Wish you all the best. Happy birthday.
Hello, son. Happy 40th birthday today. Really happy for you. What a great young man. Very proud of you. I feel good with the way I raised you, the way that I taught you to excel in math and to coach the game of basketball. Appreciate you. Tell your other parents that I said hello and get your guns up for Texas Tech. Happy birthday, Blake.
Hey, Coach Reedy. Long time no see. I definitely miss you. I still definitely think playing for you my freshman year, that was one of the funnest years of basketball I've still ever had. To this day, all those good memories. I just want to wish you the best. I hope that you and your wife and the kids are doing well, and I just want to wish you a happy birthday. So happy birthday, big fella. Much love.
How's it going, Coach Reedy? Just wanted to say happy birthday, and even though you're turning 40, you're still not old enough to be my dad. Happy birthday, Coach.
Who is Blake Reedy?
Daddy.
Say it louder.
Daddy.
Yeah. And what do you love about your dad?
He makes me cars and trucks.
He makes you cars and trucks? When does he do that?
For my birthday.
Oh, cool. For your birthday, he makes you cars and trucks?
Yeah.
What else do you love about Daddy?
He takes me to school and I have fun.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he does take you to school. Is there anything that you want to tell your dad? He's turning 40 years old. Do you think that's old or young?
Older.
It's older?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to tell him?
Yeah.
What?
He lets, if he tells me to go to bed, he sleeps with me. If I listen to him, he will sleep with me.
Oh, if you listen to him, he'll snuggle with you and sleep with you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We'll say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, shoe fly.
Shoe fly. Bye.
Happy birthday, Blake. You're a beast. You're about the only person on planet Earth I would interrupt my Han Solo viewing to wish happy birthday. So enjoy yourself. See you later.
Happy birthday, Blake Reedy.
Happy birthday, Blake. Hope you have a great day.
Happy birthday, Coach Reedy. You don't look a day over 25. Just know I fouled that kid on purpose to rile you up. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Blake. I hope you have a wonderful day. Apologies for having to put up with Marty for so many years. But then again, I seem to remember all those years I had to put up with your brother, Matt. Let's call it even. Have a wonderful day. Behave yourself. Hope to see you soon.
Blake. Just wanted to say happy 40th birthday, brother. And I mean that literally. I did find the birth certificate. It was up in the attic over in Teresa's house in Fort Worth. It was locked away in a safe with a little baby picture of you. So we'll get that. I'll email it to myself and then I'll forward it over to you. But we'll get all that squared away. It's not a big deal. But you know, just when I think of Blake Reedy, all right, especially in your 40 years of existence, I mean, you're one that has a very high moral compass. One might say that you have very high moral turpitude. And, you know, for that, you know, I think a lot of people love you and hate you because you'll call them out on a moment's notice if they're in the wrong, especially when it comes to the Lord. But just wanted to share a quick memory that I had of you that just clearly stands out into my mind that bonded our brotherly glue together is when we were coming home from Sherman, one of the basketball seasons years ago, and we're almost on E, and you're driving, you're like, man, we're gonna have to pull over and get gas at one of these little gas stations. It's gonna be so embarrassing. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's see if we can make it all the way. And sure enough, I mean, we scooted in on fumes into the Wakeland parking lot. And like I said, that's just one of many funny memories. I mean, obviously we had office rebound back in the day. You know, the underwear in the trash can, the whiskey pong, you know, over at Austin Ranch when we were, you know, it was like Melrose Place over there. So where does the time go? I mean, it just seems like yesterday. We were just starting out in this coaching and teaching field, and, you know, couldn't be more proud of you. Look forward to another 40 years. And, you know, have a great birthday, and let's keep rocking in the free world.
Hey, big dog. Hope you enjoy it.
Hey, Blake, I just want to wish you a very happy birthday. You're my brother from another. Miss you, man. Proud of you. 40 years old. Getting up there, buddy. All right, love you, man.
Happy birthday, Blake. 40 years. Who is Blake Reedy? He is my protector, an awesome teacher and coach. He's my personal comedian, my masseuse, my therapist, Oftentimes he's my chef. He's my baby daddy. More than that, he's my partner in crime and my best friend. And I love you so much. Hopefully the next 40 years together are incredible. Happy birthday.
Blake Reedy, you are loved, loved, loved by so many, many, many. We knew you before you were born. And sometimes there just aren't words or quotes that tell how much someone means to me, to other people. But you're so kind and so generous and so smart. I love you forever. Charlie?
What can we say about Blake? Let me tell you, now Blake, I cannot believe you're turning 40. And that's quite a milestone, but we really have watched you grow from the time you were born till now. And that just makes us feel old, but y'all have always been part of our family. And so happy birthday, Blake, and have a good one.
And getting all's worth it to know someone like you as a man. Bye, Blake.
Oh, hello. The first time I ever heard of Blake Reedy was from Coach Dan Licata, who had told me that he brought back a size 8 baseball cap for Blake Reedy, a San Diego Padres cap from the San Diego Baseball All-Star Game. I guess that would have been in like 1992. From there on, I've known Blake as a veteran of many brawl ball games, a great brawl ball player, a great coach, an all-around good dude who would, if he needed to, fight his own brother to get him to come up to summer workouts. Anyway, I love you, Blake. Happy 40th, even though I can tell you that I don't think you could have played in any of the leagues that I've ever been in. Anyway, happy 40th, Blake. Hey!
Happy 21st, Coach Reedy. I love you.
Oh, hey, I didn't know you were there. Blake wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Congratulations on 40 great ones, and here's to another 50 or 60 more. Happy birthday, brother.
Well, hello, Blake Reedy. This is Steve Spay. Want to wish you a happy 40th birthday. I cannot believe it. I wanted you to take a look at this picture. It's a lot better than looking at me. And what great times we had back when it was the original, the old school basketball and that alumni game. Thanks for all your support over the years. Love your family, love you. Celebrate your birthday in proper fashion and hope to see you soon, man. Glad you're making a difference in kids' lives by teaching and coaching. And you got a great looking family. So anyway, check this out and happy birthday.
Hey Blaker, happy birthday from scenic Gunner, Texas. I wish you were here and we could make a Sonic run together. I guess I'll have to go without you. Happy birthday.
Hey Blake, happy 40th birthday, yo man.
Happy 40th, Coach Reedy. Edgewood, represent.
Happy birthday, Blake Reedy. Greetings from Iowa. I'm out on the lake right now, as you can see, and let's see, you're turning 40. I knew you when you were in 3rd grade, I believe. You were only like this much taller than me then. All right, have a good one.
When I got here in 1993, I thought the best athlete that I'd ever coached in my career was Brian Bosworth. That was until I met Blake Reedy. He played on the varsity football team as a sophomore and also on the varsity basketball team as a sophomore. I recall he could dunk flat-footed, and man, could he ever block and tackle. Blake, you're the greatest, brother. I love you. Happy birthday.
Coach Reedy, how you doing? Just want to wish you a happy birthday. Big 4-0. I love you, man. I hope I see you soon. All right.
Hi, Blake. It's your good friend, Ben. I'm just going to go ahead and start this off by saying that I don't think there's any way that I can be as eloquent in saying how much that you mean to me as you did for Emily and I at our wedding. I've been proud and honored and privileged to have been your friend for 40 years. And your family has meant the world, and I think saved me and my family, specifically Judith, Rick, Matt, and yourself. So with that, I love you guys. I love you, Blake. Happy 40th birthday. Oh, and Ross. Yeah, and Ross.
Happy birthday, Blake. 40 is still young, but it's a long way away from us being bunkmates, of course. I take so much pride in being your brother. You introduced me to so many things, from music to clothing to friends, perspective, literature, bars, booze, and in this world that thinks black and white, that acts black and white, that separates, black and white. You provide so much color, and you see the beauty where people see crap, and you see also the unfortunate faults where so many others blindly follow. You are a free thinker, a great dad, great husband, an awesome friend, and obviously a great brother. So happy birthday, Blake. You are special.
I remember when your ugly butt was born. Just want to wish you a big happy birthday, and I hope you're doing well. But happy 4-0, buddy. Proud of you, my man.
Welcome to the club, Blake, and yeah, don't pay attention to him and his commentary. You gotta love the two-wheel. Always gotta have the commentary. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Love you, man. Take care.
Love you.
Happy birthday, Blake. I hope you have a great 40th birthday party, and I just wish you many success and 40 more years of greatness to one of the best Reedies I know.
Reedy from Elvis and myself. When you get as old as I am, you can come up to Branson and feel young every day. Happy birthday, Blake.
Blake Reedy. From the moment he was born, it was obvious that he was so affable. Of course, there were some really poignant and threatening moments along the way too. By the time he was 3 months old, we came home from a dinner one night. He had a babysitter, Mrs. Vandeventer, and she said, "There's something wrong. He's stiff." And when I try to bend him in any way, he cries. And so took him into his pediatrician the very next morning, Dr. Coble, and he said, we need to test him, and I think he might have spinal meningitis. And sure enough, he did. And the only thing I knew about spinal meningitis then was that babies died from it, people died from it. I mean, we had to put our Mother's Day out in quarantine and all sorts of things. And so we were with him night and day there at the hospital in Sherman, and they were testing him for bacterial spinal meningitis or viral spinal meningitis. Bacterial would have been the worst. And turns out he had viral spiral meningitis, and they gave him some medications and so forth, and he made it through that. And the next traumatic thing that happened to him is that he was 18 months old, and he had to have his first life-threatening, really, surgery on this large birthmark that he had been born with, that they told us to start removing as soon as we possibly could on his leg. And so Rick and I were in the hospital with him, and there we watched this physician walk away, this anesthesiologist, actually, tall guy, just take Blake carefully in his arms and walk him into surgery in his arms, saying, "I'll take good care of him." That was the first of several surgeries, and he made it through all of them and had his last one when he was in his 20s. And but then at 6 years old, we had a bus that would come by and pick up Matt in front of our house, and Blake so much wanted to ride the bus, and so he followed Matt. I let him. Ross and I were standing at the doorway, and he followed Matt just, you know, walking in front of the bus, getting on the bus, but I guess the bus driver had turned his head or something, and anyway, he looked around and Matt was getting on the bus, and Blake didn't normally get on the bus, and Blake was shorter, and so I could hear those big air brakes as he let off his brakes, and Blake, walking a little more slowly than Matt walked, was still in front of that bus. And I screamed out, and Matt said, my brother's not on here yet. And he screeched on his brakes, and Blake made it in front of the bus and got on the bus. And so we started waiting on the other side, of course, after that, not walking across the street. Then at 11 years old, he was on a hayride that I was responsible for. The youth were been on a hayride. We were just coming back, huge tractor trailer. And it was almost stopped, but it slowed down just a little bit, and Blake, you know, jumped off like the kids were going to do, and the tractor trailer ran right over his leg. So that was traumatic. But Blake has always been the one who cared about his brother's well-being, worried about them, wanted to be sure they were okay, whether they were younger or older. Wanted to be sure I was keeping an eye out on them. You know, really more so than himself. He was just worried about everybody else. But the most telling, I think, about who he is in our family is what one of his brothers said about him when I told him. I said, you know, he's not going to be here for this holiday because he's married now and they have to take turns and so forth. And that brother said, well, I'm not sure I want to come because who's going to make us laugh? And that is so true. We count on him a lot for just that. He is so, as one of his brothers says, he is so on point all the time. Happy birthday, Blake.